Today is going to be a rant video. I am going to be expressing a lot of strong sentiments. Shade will be thrown. A lot of feelings. Haha. You tried it. You really tried it, Kiki.
No man. Freaky. Baby, where you going?
Hi guys, my name is Tochi. Welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are new, so glad to have you. Today is going to be a rant/response to the BELLANAIJA article titled Diaspora, the I Just Came Backs, that came out on September 6th, I believe. Y'all ain't ready. God, give me strength. I'm going to be collabing with my cousin, FOLLYFLO. She's also responding to the article from the standpoint of someone who was abroad and moved back home. With me, I'm responding from the standpoint of someone who has family and friends who have been abroad and moved back home, and someone who also plans on moving back home in the very near future. If you haven't read the article, I highly suggest you read it. If you don't want to or you haven't already, it's fine. By the end of this video, you will get the basic gist of what's going on. But I really want you to form your own opinion before I descend on this article and its author.
Vibes. Right on me till the sunrise come outside.
Alright, so I have to take notes because notes are mandatory when you're like throwing shade, just so that I don't go on a tangent, because you know when emotions are involved, you can go off. I just want to make sure I stay focused. I don't get too angry. So the body of the article, basically a bad generalization of the diaspora, a negative generalization of the diaspora as a result of what feels like a plethora of insecurities. The author sounds insecure, she sounds hurt, she sounds bitter, she sounds like there wasn't enough meat in her egusi, like no matter what side of the bed she woke up on, it would have been the wrong side, as if the sun decided today I'm not coming up, tomorrow I'm not coming up, next tomorrow I'm not coming up. As if she sounds like sour. She sounds like her akara was made with no beans. Like, she just sounds like somebody who, honestly, I think she's going through it, is what it sounds like. And she's doing a lot of projecting. And when is projecting ever okay? It's not. You cannot generalize a group of people based on your bad experiences. I'm just going about my day, minding my business, like whoop-de-whoop. Then Swenny sends me an article. Tochi, have you read this? And I was like, oh, you know, opinions. I respect people's opinions. I think people should definitely be allowed to express how they feel, you know? Everyone's feelings are valid. But babe, the generalizations you made, ah God, hey Lord have mercy. She then decided to give herself the mic and speak for the class. She gave herself the authority mic and was like, I'm gonna tell you what these diaspora kids are about. From the reasons why we move home, to the way we feel, from what we spend our time at home doing, to how we feel when it comes to jobs. She then others us. She then says that we are aliens in her own country. As someone who's part of the diaspora, I never other people who aren't. And if I did, that would be problematic. That goes both ways. If you are a part of the diaspora, I don't think it's right for you to other people who aren't. And if you're not a part of the diaspora, I don't think it's right for you to other people who are. So she gets into this whole spiel about jobs and how we feel like we're better than everybody and how we feel like we deserve non-entry level jobs and that we don't take jobs for $250K a month because apparently, you know, when you convert that to dollars and just as a whole lot of talking. You know that saying, empty vessels make the most noise. Except this vessel is bitter. Let's say it's a metal vessel. It's rusting. And it needs to be shined. And that shine, honey, you need to surround yourself around more positive people. You know, maybe burn some incense, some sage, meditate. There are stretching routines that can really help with breathing exercises for frustration and personal growth and development. So she said, I know the son of a friend who refused to take any job his parents helped him to get because the entry salary was 250k naira a month and it couldn't sustain his lifestyle. Honey, change your friends. Don't use your friends' experiences as a means to define an entire group of people. I know that there are people who definitely fit within this mold that she's speaking of. I know that. And I don't want to negate that at all. And I don't want it to seem like I don't recognize that, because I do. The same way, like, there are bad apples in every basket, you don't judge the entire basket or define the entire basket by a couple of bad apples. And granted, the people she's speaking of may not necessarily be bad people, but transitioning from any environment isn't always the easiest, and people transition differently. The ways in which people transition, yes, some ways can be problematic, and I understand that, but you cannot generalize the entire diaspora because you're mad that you saw somebody in some happening lounge in Lagos wearing their college ring and then assume that they think they're in Starbucks in Manhattan. Honey, why do you sound like you got your visa denied one too many times? You sound like you got to the embassy in Lagos and they were like, baby girl, no. So you now went home, you sat by your computer, you now typed all of this out. You know what needs to happen? People need to stay in their lane, basically. Rather than look the lane to your left and the lane to your right to see what college this person went to, or how this person is feeling, or what Instagram he's looking at, since, you know, we're all jealous and like salivating over what our friends are doing abroad. Use that time, look in front of you and maximize the opportunities in your own lane. If journalism and creating controversy is that for you, then whoop-de-whoop, yay. But I think maybe you should take a different route that isn't attacking a group of people. This isn't attacking a group of people. It's not okay. Apparently, yeah, this is all satire and she wrote this in jest. So let's say it's satire and this is all funny, woohoo, okay, yay, you got me. But you know, we never know the truth. So if you did, Kiki, write this in jest, then it just kind of wasn't funny, because there are probably people out there who really think this way and you've just given them reason to almost justify their thoughts and have them think it's okay to generalize an entire group of people. Which doesn't make it easier for any of us who are moving back home, trying to transition back into being in Nigeria. It doesn't make it easy when people feel justified in othering us. That's how people segregate. When a group of people automatically just others another group of people. Do you understand what you're doing when you write things like this? Like the social impacts it could have? Also, don't dare ever tell me the reasons why I decided to move home. Like, who do you think you are? People move home for so many different reasons. Granted, the reasons she pointed out, I'm sure those are reasons that people move home, but there are so many. There are so many. Tell me that people move home and they end up working for their parents and da. So you're othering us while we're in Nigeria. Where should we go as Nigerians? Where should we go? You want us to say where? I don't like it when people complain about a bunch of things and then don't have a solution to the problem or don't have a way to rectify like an issue that's going on. So after all of this, how do we fix this? To be honest, the only person who really has a problem here is you, Kiki. I don't know, man, like your friends need to, if you have any friends and they actually let you post this, like seriously, yo, we can sit down and talk, because things clearly need to be straightened out. You're going through some things. I don't know, like, I'm sorry, what? I just don't understand why you're so sour. Like, why are you so mad? What is vexing your heart? Why do you sound like rotten pawpaw? I decided, let me look up her social media. Let me just look it up. So I go and I find her Instagram and I see the things she posts. Because I just wanted to know how she thought. No matter where you go, don't forget where you come from. There are many decent Africans. Be one of them. I'm so confused. Sounds like hypocrisy. I don't understand how you can say this and write this. It makes no sense. Where is all this negative energy coming from? The kind of negative energy you're putting out with this article. I mean, some sage, breathing exercises, maybe some fresh air, glass of fresh cold water with lime in it. You know, maybe like you need to put your toes into the sand and let the wind blow through your hair. Maybe drink Gary with a bit more sugar. I try to be a positive person and like curate my own happiness and influence just positive energy around me so that I'm constantly surrounded by, you know, good energy. So when people are like out there typing out, like you needed to type it out and probably reread it, and the writing's not even that great. Probably reread it a couple of times and then send it, and at no point did you think not to. I don't understand. Add more grenadine to your chat, man. Put an extra coal on your shisha. Negative, and I don't know why. It's a bit concerning, honestly. And now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't even be upset. Maybe I should be concerned. Like, are you okay? I'm actually very confused. Yeah, man.
Came with my boys, baby girl, can you put me to your sisters? Where is your sister?
I genuinely want to know what people think of this article. You can email me, you can comment below, you can comment on my Instagram photos, slide into my DMs, anything. Am I the only one that's tripping? Am I the only one that's taking this as like low-key, like a personal attack? She really tried to jab, but I dodged it. She tried to shoot negativity in my direction, and I was like, ow, nope, not today, not today, not today, not ever. Don't come at me, don't come at the diaspora, don't come at anybody negatively. Don't generalize people, don't talk for people, don't be the spokesperson for people. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be out there exerting negative energy into the world. Like, why? Hey. I feel like we killed this show, man. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out my cousin's video, who also responds to this article from a different perspective. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. If you haven't already, subscribe, and put on the notification button so you know every time I put up a video. God willing, every Wednesday. See you later!
System is ginger. Mugo wafija, any my cup is my wristler. Came with my boys, baby girl, can you put me to your sisters?